So I'll get on with what happened to me a few days before, or I'll say a few weeks before this big event happened in October 20th, 1967. Roger Patterson and I were friends. We had, in our younger years, rodeoed together as kind of, cowboys kind of buddy up and look after each other, especially if you're a rough stock rider. And I never had enough money to buy a good horse and a saddle, so I just had a bull rope and a bareback rig, and if any of you folks can understand what I'm talking about. So consequently, that's what we did. And then there was times when my family started growing a little bit, so I figured I better quit riding rough stock in the rodeo circuit. And I hadn't seen Roger for quite a few years. One day he pulled in my driveway and he had a great big old plaster cast with him, and he said, "Bob, you know what this is?" And I said, "No, I didn't." But I'll go back just a little ways. I got married in 1964. My wife and I went to Harrison Hot Springs, BC for our anniversary, for our wedding, after our wedding. Wasn't an anniversary quite yet. But anyway, we got up there, and as we was pulling out of Harrison Hot Springs, you look over there and there's a big plaque with a Sasquatch on it, and it said Sasquatch. My wife said, "What's a Sasquatch?" I said, "I don't know, just a big ugly Indian, I guess." Anyway, that's when I first heard the word Sasquatch or knew anything about it. Well, then when Roger come flying in my driveway that time in his little Volkswagen bus and showed me this plaster cast and said, "Hey, that's a Bigfoot track." And I said, "Well, yeah, it is pretty big." Anyway, then he brought a book down, Dr. Ivan Sanderson. I don't know if any of you folks